Hi there, it's just gone 12:30 on the 10th of July 2012. I'm making a product realization blog entry. Since getting re-inspired and confirming the idea that I want to do a tram conductor game for my product realization project, I've done a lot of research on how I'm going to get the graphics sorted out, the animations for the game. It's going to be a mixture of live action, people posing, using Adobe After Effects to make more animations from those poses, and then possibly, if I've got time, I'll redraw the animations from the Adobe After Effects animations and pixel art draw them in so they look more like classic video game characters. So that's pretty cool. That took a bit of research and a bit of time to look into. Thank heavens for the internet and pixeljoint.com and all the links that I went to from there. So that's pretty cool. Also, I've decided that I'm going to. The idea was to do a prototype of the game in Multimedia Fusion 2. It's a piece of software which you can develop games on. You can do fully fledged games if you want, but my initial idea was to develop a prototype and then hopefully get funding and backing and actual coders, people who can code properly, to help me with the project. I've been looking at the program though, and I might be able to do the whole project myself using Multimedia Fusion 2. I've spent the past 4 hours in between drinking cups of tea and playing video games. I've spent the last 4 hours working on a low pass filter engine in Multimedia Fusion 2, because I'm thinking that when the main character gets knocked over, I want the backing track to kind of dull out and have a low pass filter effect, but Multimedia Fusion 2 doesn't have that effect built in, so I've had to build it myself. I'm just going to play it. I'm going to show you what it looks like, what I've built. It's just numbers there. They represent the values that I've coded. I've got a low pass version of the tune. I've got a normal version of the tune, and I've got different states of the software. And I've got different controls to change the state, which then changes the volume of the low pass and normal tunes. The numbers underneath the text here represent the volumes of the tracks, and I've also just went dark there. Yeah, I've also made an explanation of how it works here, just so I don't forget, and it might be useful to other users of Multimedia Fusion 2 as well. So I'm going to put the headphones around this camera, and I don't know how this is going to sound, but I'm going to try and demonstrate what I've coded, whilst you can also see it visually. Okay, alright, hopefully this will work. Oh, right, okay, I'm going to have to restart the demo, because the track has finished playing. There we go. So as you can hear, the track is playing at full. When I press A, the volume of the normal track has gone down to 0, the low pass filter track has gone up to 100, and the low pass state is at 1. Now when I press S, it's going to change to 2. The state is going to change to 2. And there's the full cycle. The normal tune has gone up to 100. The low pass filter tune has gone back down to 0, and the LP state has gone to 0 too. So hopefully that was a good enough demonstration of the work which I've put in to make this happen, and I'm getting very confident about how this game's going to turn out. And that's pretty much my intro. I'm going to work more on the actual gameplay now, and use old sprites, old video game sprites for the prototype mock-up, and that's it. That's my next steps. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, and I'm feeling confident about it. Right, cheers.